Okay, so hello and welcome to yet another Gaming Masters video. So today we're going to be talking about Battlefield 1. Now, I managed to play it at EA Play almost a week ago now, and I just wanted to talk about my opinions, possibly provide a bit of feedback, and yeah, talk about it. The gameplay in the background is from Stodder. I'm going to leave his link down below in the description, and let's get on with the video. So, Battlefield 1 is set in World War I, as most of you probably already know, and I have been really excited for this since the first trailer dropped. Now, I've always played every single Battlefield release in the franchise, so I've played Battlefield 2142, I've played Battlefield Heroes, not many people know about that one. Battlefield Play for Free, not many people know about that one because they were both PC exclusives. And I personally I think that Battlefield 1 is going to be a really good entry to the franchise. Personally, I think that the gameplay and the graphics work really well. The time to kill is a little bit faster than Battlefield 4, but not as fast as Battlefield Hardline, which is a perfect mix. The maps are huge, which is just what I want, because I find that the maps in games like Call of Duty, CSGO, are that little bit too small, but I understand why they're that size, because you don't have the vehicular combat, you don't have the kind of like all-out warfare that you're supposed to be having in Battlefield titles. Some of the maps in Battlefield Hardline I found way too small, and then I didn't really find that many huge maps that really blew me away with the kind of like size and the kind of like content and infrastructure and detail and stuff like that. And Battlefield 4 did seem to have that mix, even though some of them weren't insanely good in terms of map design and map flow. Apparently they were designed by the kind of like artists and stuff like that instead than the kind of like level designers. So the level designers understand the flow of maps and stuff like that, whereas art designers try and go for the best looking maps. And I think that that was a part of a flaw to do with Battlefield 4's map design, and why necessarily the game modes didn't necessarily work until they kind of like redid it all and stuff like that on the CTE. But personally, I think that the mixture between the small and the large maps that they're going to be having in Battlefield 1 is perfect. They've got some new game modes coming, so there's Operations, which is where maps kind of like flow between the two, So, for example, if you are losing a game in Battlefield 1 Conquest, you can like move on to another map and the kind of like battle continues. That's the basic principle of Operations. I believe it focuses on Conquest as a kind of like objectives background. I don't think we've seen any gameplay of Operations just as of yet, or if we have, I haven't seen it at this moment in time, which is a shame, but it looks really cool. Moving on to the next thing, we've got new mechanics coming to the game as well. So for example, Behemoths. Behemoths are your Zeppelins, your trains, your battleships and stuff like that. What the Behemoth vehicles are going to do is they're going to be coming in towards the end of the game for the losing team. So if you're the team that's on 200 tickets and the other team is on, I don't know, 300 tickets, the losing team will be the team that starts to have this like Zeppelin coming in to try and help you kind of like possibly turn the tides, possibly, so you could possibly still win and possibly take the match, which is definitely a very interesting concept. I can't wait to have a bit more playtime foreseeing what other Behemoth vehicles are going to be added to the game on the other maps. We've only had 4 maps and 3 game modes revealed so far. So we've got Conquest, Domination, and Operations, as I just mentioned. The customization in the UI, as you would expect in an alpha build, is currently kind of like being built up. The UI seems to be fairly good. It's simple. I love the way that you can like spawn in and spawn out. So when you spawn in, you kind of like zoom into the area of the map where you have selected to spawn in, and then when you die, you kind of like zoom out from that area into the spawner screen. It looks really cool, and it's a very well done spawn system in my opinion. I obviously we don't know how the spawning patterns are and team deathmatch and stuff like that, spawn locations and things like that. We don't know, but the kind of like way that it animates you going in and out of the game looks really cool. Obviously this is in beta, alpha, sorry, so some things may change in the meantime, but as a principle, it's really cool. The user interface for customization seemed fairly basic, but of course, this is an alpha build, not all the content is in the game at the moment, so we're still about 5 months off the release, so there's loads of stuff which has probably already been made that wasn't in this build that is already gonna be put in the full release. Now, we will be having a beta as well. Now, if you sign up to the Battlefield Insider website, you can check the beta out, and you can sign up to be able to have early access to the open beta, which we'll be having towards the end of this year. So probably, I think it would most likely be October, possibly at the earliest August. We have no release window for the beta. However, it's highly likely that they might do 2. I would be surprised if they don't. I hope that they will have 2. I think what they will most likely do is they will have 1 which will release specifically for the kind of like early access of the game and things like that, making sure that people can provide their feedback about the way that the game runs and stuff like that, possibly have a few changes made with balancing and things, and then I think that they'll probably have 1 a week or 2 before launch to test the serviceability, so a bit of a stress test. We'll definitely have to wait and see for what they do with this whole gameplay and things like that, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to Battlefield 1. I've got really high opinions of it, and it would have been nice to have played a bit more, but the sessions were overbooked and stuff like that, so I will definitely be getting my hands on the game as soon as possible. If there is any more news that is revealed in the next few weeks, don't forget to check out the channel. We'll provide you with all of the information. At this moment in time, I would say that Battlefield 1 is a must-buy for this year. So, yeah, we've got loads of series coming up for Battlefield 1 as well, with our weapon reviews and our loadout series and walkthroughs and stuff like that. Hopefully Battlefield 1 will be a good title for our YouTube channel as well. So, we shall see you in the next video. Don't forget to like, follow, and of course, as always, subscribe. It's very much appreciated. Thanks for watching.